Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Hello, everyone. We are live. I am joined. Shut up, Vicky. I'm talking. Jesus. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Emmett, you were talking. Did you say something? I'm sorry. We are... I am. I'm sorry. No, we are joined by our can I call you a friend, Emmett? Are we friends? Okay, Dad. Yeah, I didn't just call you Dad. No, this is... Yeah, now it's just a thing. That's funny. Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure the chat can hear you guys. Give me 1 second. Maybe I messed up, guys.
Like
DA
you.
Talks Discord can't hear this wonderful content.
Okay, well, there it is, guys.
Yeah.
Now they can hear
He
you.
was lighting up behind you every time he spoke.
Shut up,
happy
Vicky.
now?
Yeah, you were lighting up.
You're such
fuck?
a dick.
So, guys, this is the Always Professional show. We are joined by our good friend Emmett Plant,
Hi.
which you can now hear.
I remain
Yay.
thoroughly
We have
professional at all times.
One hell of a show for you guys tonight. Beta Rekeita is big mad again.
Man.
He's been beta forever. Like, that's not new.
Oh, but oh man.
Yes, but now he's sticking whiskey bottles in his ash cheeks.
Oh
on
yeah,
stream.
I forgot. We just saw that right before the show.
I cannot imagine living in a universe where I give a shit what he does with his ass cheeks.
But this is, I mean, we weren't gonna talk about that, but now that you're here, and I know that you care about his ass cheeks, we are definitely talking about it.
I saw the picture and I'm scarred for life.
But
No, I'm just saying, like, how bad does my career have to be that I have more than a passing interest in Nick Rekeita's
butthole?
gentle folds, I'll say.
Well, when the law license you claim you don't want, and don't really care about is in jeopardy, I guess you'll do just about anything.
Oh, are people trying to hold him responsible now?
Well, the Minnesota lawyers professional board or whatever maybe they are investigating him.
Do they, like, for what?
Oh, well, he broke the rules of the professional conduct that he is supposed to.
He's not like a member of the bar or anything. What are they going to do?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. In Minnesota, you have to be a member of the bar.
He still has. He has kept his law license active. Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, not every state is like that, but Minnesota is, and he may have put that in jeopardy. He doesn't care about the license. However, he was definitely crying about it.
I'll tell you why he's crying about it, even when he doesn't care about it.
The
Maybe
lawyers...
that's super easy to figure out.
Oh, we figured that out. We're going to talk about it.
Okay, what did you figure out?
Well, because it makes him an authority figure on YouTube.
Nope, it's not why he cares.
Why does he care?
He cares because that's the only way his family will see him as being someone of worth. That's the only reason. He doesn't actually care about it. He doesn't need it to make a living. But like that is the way that he projects responsibility and reliability to his family. Like this is all about like. Do you think Nick paid his way through fucking law school? I assure you,
of course not. But he also didn't go to like
No.
an expensive law school.
Yeah, but who cares? He didn't pay for a fucking dime of it. Like, he doesn't want to lose his law license because then he looks bad to the people that paid for his law license.
Maybe.
I think it's also really good.
That's really not hard to figure out.
It's also really good for his YouTube grift, right?
Well, because if he doesn't have the law license, he is no longer qualified.
Well, at least he's not.
I mean,
if once you have your license ganked,
then
it's
he
one
has,
thing
like,
to
the
let it
last
go
person
inactive.
you should listen to.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Like, there are a bunch of people on law Twitter who are not attorneys who are smarter than Nick about the law.
Oh, of course.
That's why I'm saying like this is a play for attention. This is not like, oh my god, my livelihood.
I don't know. Well, let's watch. He does state that too. Let's just jump into things, guys. We have other things, but we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Yeah, Vic Mignogna filed for appeals again, also.
In the Supreme Court of Texas.
Yes.
He will not be successful.
Oh, you say that now, Mr. Kick Vic Emmett Plant, but just you wait and see. Wait till appeals, Emmett.
Y'all
wait
don't
till
understand.
Appeals.
I've
and then
done
more appeals.
I've done a lot of writing in my life, like lots and lots of writing. I've been paid for like 2 million words. And when Vic's lawsuit was filed, I printed it out and I handed it to my wife with an apology saying, like, I'm very upset that the funniest thing that's come out of this printer is not something that I wrote. Like the initial lawsuit was trash. It's trash all the way down.
Oh, just you wait. Appeals are coming, Emmett. Again.
Oh, what are we in? Quadruple overtime, I guess? At what point did we go to the shootout?
It's not game over yet. This is a Hail Mary and we're gonna fucking win. Anyway.
I don't understand where the money's coming from. Like, I don't think Vic has any idea how much he's spending on his lawsuit.
Doesn't his mom have money?
Oh yeah, his family's loaded, but like,
yeah.
I don't think that like he understands what he owes. I don't think
he understands
any professional
how to dress
person
like a regular person.
Well, look, I mean, all of my friends dress like crazy people. That's fine. But none of my friends are like 1 billion years old and like, how you doing, fellow kids? You know?
Yeah, okay, whatever, Dad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he is now, sort of relegated to doing autograph signings in the parking lots of cons for like 3 people.
Yeah. And trespass while he's doing it.
That is kind of sad, guys. All right.
That was really sad.
This is just sort of depressing.
I'd be sad about it if he didn't do it to himself.
Yeah.
You know? Absolutely none of this happens. None of it if he didn't keep his hands to himself. None of it. None of it happens.
Wouldn't have happened if he didn't listen to this drunk internet lawyer. Let's watch what he has to say about the fact that he's under investigation.
You should have told me when you said, hey, want to come on, that I'd be tricked into watching Nick.
Oh, no, it's
really good.
Something.
It's really good.
Yeah.
The Minnesota Lawyers Professional Responsibility Board is currently investigating me.
That's so quiet.
They
is it? All right.
Well, yes.
Say.
See, I say it's quiet and you ignore me.
Emmett
says it's quiet.
The names
I'm a professional sound engineer.
The baseless bullshit ethics complaints based on defamation that impeded and affected the administration of justice, even though they were dismissed.
He's like jumpy.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Dean's shitty internet. What are you fucking Are you at a fucking Panera Bread, Dean?
Yes.
Okay. Some
Yes,
things can
I
be
am.
explained in this crazy world.
But I got shitty country internet, and I'm doing better than you tonight.
I think the YouTube's heard it just fine, guys. Okay. And so what he says is, because he is that he is under investigation, despite like for these complaints from these people who like complained about his ethics to the Minnesota board, essentially.
Well, back up a little bit. Who the fuck are these people complaining?
Keffel's fans.
Keffel's fans.
Okay.
There were like 50 of them or something like that all filed complaints with the professional lawyers board, whatever they call it in Minnesota.
Considering like the hateful shit he said about trans people, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But
surprised by this.
They dismissed those and said, yeah, whatever. But then Nick Rekeita decided to read the complaints
on the air.
And
threatened to dox everybody.
Well, even if he didn't say their names,
Rumble.
which he's claiming he didn't do, even if he didn't, he's not allowed to share those complaints.
According to who?
According to the
the
Minnesota
rules.
Professional Lawyers Association.
Oh, I wouldn't care too much about them, but okay.
Well, no,
they
it's the
care
actual
because they're
government.
now investigating him.
It's not just the Lawyers Association. It's like it's a branch of the Minnesota, it's an actual office, state office. It's actually the state of Minnesota that's investigating him.
Oh, I mean, I wish I could have talked to the trans people before they tried to do this, and I would have told them not to do this. But okay.
Well,
yeah,
but this isn't happening because of them, because the office had decided, yeah, these complaints are not
Baseless.
valid.
Right.
This is happening because Nick broke the rules.
So they're saying like, look, that's confidential. We can share it with you, but you're not supposed to share it with anybody else.
yes.
Okay.
That is actually what there is a confidentiality rule in how the complaints are handled.
You know, since you brought that up, we might as well. I was going to share that after, but yeah, this is essentially the rules. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I see. There it is.
Yeah.
So
one
the
day
rule says,
you are going to do something technical on this podcast and get it right the first time, and my dick will fall off with glee.
The rule says, this is Rule 20, confidentiality expunction, guys. General rule, the files, records, and proceedings of the district committees, the board, and the director, as they may relate to or arise out of any complaint or charge of unprofessional conduct against or investigation of a lawyer, shall be deemed confidential and shall not be disclosed, except, and there's a bunch of exceptions, and this doesn't fall under any of those.
Right. Unless he can get a bunch of people to vote with him, I guess.
Yeah. Being the object of the complaint is not one of the exceptions.
Right, but if he goes to the committee and says, "Hey," well, he'd be doing it after the fact, but
well, that's what he's under investigation for. He's under investigation for
breaking the rule.
Breaking that rule.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: like, Nick Rekieta doesn't need like professional oversight. Like he
just needs oversight.
Well, it's like he doesn't need any of this stuff. I think that if Nick tried to pull off 99.9% of the shit that he pulls off on his stream, like in real life around real people, that it knocked his teeth out by now. And yeah. I think that could be a learning experience for him. I should probably recommend it to this committee.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Have you guys considered
Minnesota,
getting him
lawyers,
into an office and just beating him shitless? Have you considered it? I'd like to know if that's something that they're willing to consider.
They might.
Yeah, they just might.
I can't wait until tomorrow when people are like, "Are you threatening Nick?" Absolutely not.
All right.
No,
That's it.
what I'm saying is, I think that um, the hard thing about the internet, right, is that in real life, bullies are very easy to take care of, very easy to handle. Like it's not a concern. But like online, where people can be anonymous or fire up crazy spam accounts or bots or anything like that, it's just it's civil warfare, you know. And it's
Yeah.
like some of these guys did not get the ass kickings that they needed as a child.
They
Because
didn't get enough swirlies.
well, it's not like that. It's like on one hand, it's like, you know, you need your parents for care, right? In a perfect world, you have your parents for care and shelter, and they'll feed you. But it's society that teaches you the other things, like don't turn on a camera and run your mouth about people who are much bigger than you.
Uh,
Like that's something that like society used to do
Well, it's
with people that
funny.
were out of line.
It's
is
funny you
is
say
like
that, Emmett, because that's exactly what's about to happen. So let's watch. He gets really mad and he starts threatening lawsuits. It's great. It's great.
Responsibility Board is
Be
currently
better.
investigating me. They say
your connection is shit, and he only speaks
that
5 words every 10 minutes.
names
It's
of
very
the
annoying.
base-
Hold on.
No one can understand what he's saying.
Yeah. I get that. Give me a sec.
So they're investigating him because he broke the rules.
Yes.
But what does this mean to Nick? Like, fuck all.
No, he is definitely big mad.
Yeah, but he's has Nick not been big mad about stupid things before? It's his whole job. It's his it's his job to like read the news of the day and decide what to be angry about.
He doesn't read the news of the day.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't have any evidence that he knows how to read. That's true.
You know, I mean, it's all EFAPs and
You guys gotta fucking learn a fucking lesson, and you need to learn it from the Vic stands.
what is
Okay?
this lesson we need to learn from the Vic
The
stands?
lesson is that the government and organizations are not working at their best when you are using them to punish someone you don't like. And this is what Nick told his audience was going to happen. Like every single week, or even multiple times a week, another video about one of Vic's defendants and what was going to happen if, and what was going to happen if. And the whole underlying thing was like, these people are going down, they're liars, they destroyed an innocent man's career, blah, 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 blah. So let's appeal to the courts. And that's where we will see justice. And that's why they didn't see any justice, because the client was a grabby old dude. You cannot use like courts to make bad people pay. It almost never happens. Police don't even investigate crimes anymore. Like, if the Vic stands were paying attention, they would understand what was going on. And it is, Nick is big mad about something that's nothing again. And that's what's up. I have absolutely no belief whatsoever that some Minnesota bar of whatever is going to hold Nick Rekieta accountable for anything he's ever said at any point in his life. That's not the business they're in. And the other thing you need to understand is that when it comes to these committees and these rules, they're all made up by other lawyers. So they are not very willing to like go after other lawyers for malpractice, for example.
Right.
Nothing is going to happen to Nick. He's going to remain sad and stupid for the rest of his life.
They'll maybe admonish him.
So who gives a fuck? What does that mean?
Like, right? But this is just this. It means nothing.
It means absolutely.
It means that somebody can go onto their website and be like, "Oh, admonished. He was admonished.
Like
Hold
yeah.
on.
So
the professional damage to Nick has already been done by Nick to Nick.
yeah.
Like there's just endless amounts of videos of him being a stupid asshole. Like they're easily accessible. They're posted all the time. Like what is some organization of Minnesota lawyers going to do to anyway stop him from being an asshole? Unless they're going to bring him into an office and kick the shit out of him, I don't really see what the difference is going to be.
And Blade Runner, it's not Emmett's headset. It's actually me too. And it was an issue we were having last week.
I blame Dean.
I always blame Dean.
I blame Dean and Hero Hay.
Ooh,
Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know. He's still floating around somewhere, I think. But I don't like.
God,
I
I
barely
remember
pay attention.
someone saying once that like I should fight Hero Hay. Then like I saw some of his videos where he was doing like workouts.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this kid's gonna get hurt real bad. No, thank you. Like he's so small. He's just a small person. Like he's slight. And it's like that's the kind of person that gets really, really hurt. And
Tug got struck the other day by YouTube, and I guess he had not, the email hadn't processed through yet, but he couldn't access his YT account to stream. Yeah,
That's super weird.
Team Herd is after me again.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I'm so serious. That's
man. Now he's like, Amber Heard knocked down my mailbox.
Anyway, so while Dean's still trying to figure that out, in the Vic appeal, so they're claiming that the earlier appeals court disregarded the Rule 11 agreement.
Okay.
Right. And that
which
was...
they didn't, but okay.
Which they didn't, actually. Ty Beard is the one that disregarded the Rule 11 agreement.
Which, by the way, he wrote.
Which he wrote, and then the court held him responsible for violating the Rule 11 agreement. Right. And he's also saying that the court is holding Vic as a, quote, public figure when insufficient evidence was produced to show that he's a general purpose public figure.
Let me tell you something. When Variety writes a story about you suing your coworkers, you are a public figure.
Well, they're claiming that once, if it happens before you become the public figure written about by Variety, I guess, but they wouldn't be writing about you if you weren't a public figure.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
sort of
like it's the dumbest fucking argument in the universe.
Yeah. And also that the court erred in dismissing Toy's 342 tweets that were taken that were not given context, and that the court doesn't have to.
Hold on, because there was a deposition where Ty sat Ron down and asked him about every single one of his tweets.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand what the difference is supposed to be.
Well, I think it was the court wanted to see the actual tweets on Twitter in context. So like if it was a reply, they wanted to see the before, and they wanted like entire tweet threads and not just individual tweets just popped out.
Did Ty have that?
Ether.
Did he provide that to them?
No, he did not.
Well, then,
just screenshots of the tweets.
Then that's his fucking fault.
Right. And that the court can't tell the lower court to go back and decide that they didn't, that his punishment, his monetary punishment wasn't enough.
Of course they can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
of
Calvin
course
Ball.
They can. Yes. All of this is. Yeah, it's 141 pages of just nothing. But
You know what drives me crazy about this shit?
yeah.
Like, there are actual people like creating shit. Like, there's people who are making music and writing stories and writing screenplays. And apart from the unions, if they can, if by chance get to be a member of them, there's no one looking out for those people.
Right.
And God forbid they have to lawyer up and to defend their work or to defend their intellectual property. Like, these cases take for fucking ever. And part of the reasons those cases take for fucking ever is because you got fucking Vic Mangina just fucking taking as many swings as he possibly can. And it's like, this sucks, dude. Like, this sucks. How many times do you have to be told that, like, the courts are not going to help you in this? If anything, like, why don't you just file an appeal with the Supreme Court of Texas that says it is absolutely unreasonable that the court has not provided a time machine so that my client can go back and keep his hands to himself? Like, that's just as reasonable as what they're asking for.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Everything all good, Dean?
Yeah. I think so.
All right.
The only thing is, I can't share my screen with you guys.
Oh, I figured out why.
Why?
It's because you're stupid.
Yeah,
You're
that's
really
probably
just
it. Fuck.
unbelievably stupid.
Yeah, fuck, you're right.
Just, I don't even know what to say.
Well, how are we supposed to show our clips, Dean?
Well, you're just gonna have to listen to it through my mic.
You can put it on Twitter. Are people talking on Discord about this thing?
Professional Responsibility Board
Not in mine.
is
Oh,
currently
okay.
And I can barely hear it. It's
They
far better with the
say
visuals.
Yeah.
that my reading the names
Give me a sec.
of the baseless bullshit ethics complaints based on defamation, that impeded and affected the administration of justice, even though they were dismissed.
Well, that's like, the fact that they were dismissed doesn't actually matter, because that's not why they're investigating him.
No, the point of view here is that the reason this is secret is for obvious reasons, because this is not to be used as your opportunity to attack the people that don't like you.
Yeah.
Right.
We are giving you this notification, even if we've dismissed it, as your notification of what we got and what we dismissed, which is completely fair. But what they're saying is, if everyone breaks this fucking rule, it's going to be a fucking nightmare.
Well,
That's
I mean,
what the problem is.
the reason that he was going to go after them, like, he read the complaint, which he wasn't allowed to,
Right.
but he was going to literally, he's threatening to dox every single person that sent in the complaint, and that's just to harass them and to make sure that they get harassed, and so that people would go, that's targeted harassment, basically.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's his goal.
Yeah. It is.
Like, I mean, it sucks that he's trash, but he's trash.
Yeah, that's true.
So they've been investigating me. I told them very clearly the ethics complaints against me are unrelated to the practice of law and entirely related to my First Amendment protected activity. And this now also implicates my Sixth Amendment right to confront my accusers. Because I don't know if you guys know this. I think I made it clear in a previous live stream, probably a couple years ago, though. You cannot sue someone even if they lie about what you say to the Lawyer's Professional Responsibility Office. They're able to defame you in the worst ways. They're able to lie about what you say. They're able to lie about what you do. They're able to lie about everything and make their claim with no prejudice to the possibility that they're lying.
Right. So freedom of speech for him, but not for other people, is what he wants.
Well, that's like the weird thing about that is it's like there is no real defamation because there is no damages. That's like one of the most
There's a billion reasons why it's not defamation, but yes.
But yeah, like there's no damages because that's not why they're investigating him. Like that's like I'm not sure if I actually think that he is so stupid that he is he's conflating two separate things.
I think he doesn't know what he said on the air.
I think he is stupid. Yeah.
No, I think I think he spends a lot of time drunk streaming.
Yeah, I think that the real question is going to be, can he be held responsible for this, given his inebriation? But like, the problem is that like, he's going to say like that never happened, and then, God, anybody can go find Nick saying incredibly stupid and mean shit constantly, like that. I'm sure he isn't even aware he said. He's not. It's like Rush Limbaugh or something. Like you can't fill that much airtime and make sense during all of it. You just can't. Like people thought like Rush Limbaugh was like a political figure. It's like, no, he was just an entertainer, and he couldn't have believed what he was saying for anything in the world. No one's that good, and Nick is definitely not that good. So what's going to happen? He's going to say like, to the best of my knowledge, I never said this, and then they're going to show up with tapes. Like, it's going to be pretty easy.
Yeah.
God forbid, like they ask people like, hey, if anybody would like to submit any evidence of Nick being an absolute ass bag, it's like that's going to be a very busy website. Like Elon might want to try to keep that one alive because people are going to have video on Nick being awful for days because he's a bad person.
So I told them, I said, that's fucked up, bro. Because if you
I'm sure he said
me,
just that too.
You'll release their names.
Yeah.
How can my releasing of their names have anything to do, have a fucking thing to do with their privacy when if you discipline me, their names get released? By the way, if they discipline me, here's
hold on.
Hold
on. He's just straight up lying. If they discipline him for breaking the rules, there's absolutely no relevance as to what was said about him or by whom.
Right, but
that's fucking crazy.
He's conflating the two. He's trying to say that he's still under investigation for the stuff they dismissed. That's what he's saying. He's saying that
not actually
what it is at all.
That is not a factual statement.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, guys, it's 2022 and Nick is lying. Anybody surprised? Anybody?
I don't think he is purposefully lying. I think this time he is just drunk and stupid. And that's a real problem for him right now.
Why?
And well, I mean, for what he wants to not be under investigation. So
he doesn't give a shit. He's just making this up for his audience.
No,
he actually knows what's going on, but he's playing stupid because his audience is unbelievably stupid.
No, I can agree with that, but I think that he is actually upset, and we'll see it. We'll see it in just a little bit.
Yeah, but
a complaint is filed
for his stupid audience.
They'll determine to investigate or not investigate. If they don't investigate, they dismiss it. If they investigate, they have to then file a disciplinary action. If they file a disciplinary action, I'm going to hire the most fucking based lawyer on the planet.
I
will fucking disclose everything about these people as part of the action. Fuck
Wow,
you.
that sounds
Fuck
like
you, Lawyers Professional Responsibility Office. I will bend you over on the altar of the First Amendment and the Sixth. I have a right to confront my accusers. And you
Here's the kicker. His
I'm waiting for him to
know-
get to like, and then if you don't dismiss it, you have to file a disciplinary report and then station and quarter soldiers in my house. Third Amendment, bitches.
Yeah, it is going to
And
get
the
to
thing
that
is,
point.
So his accuser at this point is no longer the people that.
No,
Well, I
his
guess there
accuser
is
the
somebody.
professional organization.
I think
It's-
he's claiming there's somebody that filed one person that filed this one, right? Some new complaint based on what happened after the previous complaint that was dismissed.
Sure.
It
All
gets better,
right.
guys. It gets better. It gets better.
But yeah, go ahead.
I'm not
Dean.
gay, Dean. Like, I'm not.
No. I don't think you are. For you, though, Emmett, it gets worse. And that has nothing to do with your sexuality.
Well, that's a shame.
It's just because you're now
More
my dad.
things should have to do to my sexuality.
'Cause you're now his dad.
I'm
you
your dad now,
fucking
Dean.
faggots prevent me from filing a lawsuit for defamation based on complaints that they post on Twitter. Oh, you want to fucking
His
Sixth
neck
Amendment?
vein is
They've
bulging.
accused me of shit that's a lie. I will fuck them and I'll fuck you. And I'll
Yeah, this
fuck
is-
you
this
in
is
front of the
classic-
Supreme Court of the
this-
United States, you fucking bitches.
This
Fuck
is classic
you.
Nick. This is
You
classic Nick.
think
He's
this
so
law
mad about
license
something
is
that's
worth
not
more
true.
than my rights? Fuck you.
I think a lot of things are worth
I
more
will
than your
fucking
rights, Nick.
destroy all of
His
you.
voice is cracking.
All of you.
He's
on
almost
the altar
crying.
of the First Amendment and free fucking speech.
Well,
And
I
the
have
Sixth Amendment and the right to confront coward fucking accusers who know they're lying to try and harm me, who post their lies on Twitter for the public. I didn't disclose their shit. They did. Fuck them. Fuck them in the mouth. Fuck them everywhere. I'm so
This is
goddamn
great.
tired of this shit. I
hold on
didn't
a
give up
second.
my first and
like, what? Should I be threatening this stuff for the like his claims about me? Like, he tells his audience all the time that I lied, but he never tells them what I lied about. Like,
Yeah.
he's
Yes.
getting like super upset over a thing that he does that doesn't actually bother me.
Yes. Yes.
Like, he's so mad.
He is.
God,
No,
he's
exactly.
so sensitive.
No, he really is. Like Nick Rekeita lately has just been getting blown out left and right by his own actions and his own inability to not
Control himself.
Yeah, no, and it's great. It's great. First, like he lets his wife, get her breast massage by like other than at massage parlors, and she goes back like 3 times afterwards. But
She's posting her ass all over locals.
yes,
in her
and so
underwear
is
and
he.
shit.
So is he
Like-
though.
What?
Oh yeah. I'll
don't-
DM you later, Emmett.
That's really not necessary. I don't need a piece of
Too
that.
bad. She already
Too
DM'd
bad.
it.
I'm gonna show you anyway.
No, thank you.
You've got Nick bearing his ass and shoving a, whiskey bottle between his ass cheeks. And
These are things. Look, here's the thing. You're not gonna piss me off. I'll just laugh. You're gonna piss my wife off. She's gonna be like, he used to get like regular, fantastic boners, and now nothing.
I could have
And-
gone the rest of my entire time on this planet without seeing Nick Rekeita's bare ass, and unfortunately, it happened.
Unfortunately.
I would like to extend that to like his stupid boiled chicken face. Like I don't know. Why the fuck did you invite me to this? Is this like when like you pretend to be someone's friend and then you invite them over for the Star Wars holiday special?
Yes.
I
Like-
loved the Star Wars holiday.
Like, you know
special.
it's terrible,
Don't
but
diss the Star Wars holiday special.
okay, there's a lot to be said for like introducing Boba Fett, and that's all you need to say about introducing Boba Fett. Are you going to sit here and have a conversation with me about Lumpy? Are we gonna talk about Lumpy?
No, we're gonna talk about Rekeita, Emmett, whether you like it or not.
Okay, well,
don't try to distract us, Emmett.
Does he live on Kashyyyk with the rest of the Wookiees?
Sixth Amendment rights, because I'm an attorney, I embrace them, and I will ream the shit out of you. I will take you 1983 to federal court, and I will burn you, and I will force you to fucking pay me for what you did.
Well, let me tell you something. I have to break in real quick. Just real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know where you grew up, but I grew up in Philadelphia. Fighting is just a way of life. And the guys that talk like this are pissing themselves.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm sure he's worried. He's upset for a reason.
Well, but here's the thing, though. Like, what I don't understand is why he is pretending to be scared. Like, he's acting like someone that's scared and wants to run his mouth. And like that doesn't.
I think he is.
That doesn't work in reality.
I think he is.
I think he is.
You think he's actually scared?
I think he's actually legit worried about this. Yeah, because first of all, like you said, the whole it's what makes him a man to his family. And not only that though, this if his law license were to get revoked, his whole thing on YouTube online, it is no longer valid. It holds less validity than it does now.
They're saying like that, like because he has a law degree, that gives him credibility with idiots.
Yes.
Yes.
But
okay.
Without
those
that,
idiots, and those idiots are the ones that send him money, right?
Right, but those idiots are going to keep sending him money because they keep doing it even after he's wrong all the time.
yes.
They don't care.
They don't care about that.
They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about his law degree.
I think they do,
like,
because that's his authority.
They don't.
Yes.
They
It's
don't.
part of his.
They
It's part
don't.
of his
They
intro.
don't.
No,
They don't.
They don't.
only care about Nick because he says bad things about the people that they don't like.
No, yes, but he is the one who has some type of authoritative knowledge. Like that's his whole gimmick.
Right, but it's like proven wrong like every single time.
Yes, but without a law license, he is now a disgraced YouTube lawyer.
But he's been a disgraced YouTube lawyer the whole time.
No, lawyers are wrong all the time.
Well, yeah, but not at his level.
Yes, I agree with you, right? But nobody cares about that. But if he has his law license taken away,
I don't think that he loses much up with that. At the very least, if what it will give him is like all he needs is paper, right? Like that's all he needs to get an argument started, and he'll just argue about that. Like the new thing will be about like, yeah, I'm Nick, I'm banned for my fucking based law opinions.
yeah, maybe he thinks about that.
State of Minnesota couldn't handle this juice.
And maybe he just hasn't thought about that, but I think he is worried.
I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't think he even makes his money there, man.
What, YouTube?
No, with the law. Like
No,
No,
he doesn't. It's all YouTube. It's all his pay pigs.
Right.
Yeah. But I think that I honestly think that he is upset because it's kind of like his whole gimmick.
Right.
Whether or not that actually matters, like you said, you have a point. But I think he's worried because it is kind of his whole gimmick.
Right, but like his gimmick is like I know stuff about the law and I'm wrong and people so much.
yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah.
Like and that gimmick works, you know.
Oh yeah.
That works for him.
Yeah, he's got plenty of pay pigs.
Like I don't even why he's so mad about nothing.
It's great. It is great, dude. But he's oftentimes mad about nothing, but it's always fun to watch.
Disclosed it, and I won't disclose the name of the person who filed a lawsuit against, or who filed this claim against me, because guess what? I don't disclose ongoing matters because I understand my ethical obligation. But when a matter is dismissed, it's fucking done. And the people who filed it can fucking deal with the consequences of lying about me and everybody else. Fuck you.
I don't talk about ongoing matters, but
and
here
I have
I
not
am
violated
discussing
a
an
single
ongoing
goddamn
matter.
law of Minnesota or the United States. You want to punish me for speech that isn't violative of law?
God, he sounds so
Fucking
weak.
try it. I'll take it to the Minnesota Supreme Court. I'll take it to the U.S. Supreme Court. I'll be the motherfucker that secures the right for every online attorney to protect his reputation against fucking troon bullshit every day.
Vicky,
Fuck
you're an
you.
older lady,
These
right?
fucking people lied about what I said.
Wow, that
they
sounded
openly
flattering.
lied about what I said. There was a fucking video attached that doesn't say what I said. They know that what they posted was a lie. They know that what they reported was a lie. They know it was a fucking lie. Fuck them. That is actual malice. And I can't sue them, but you bet your ass I can talk about it in public. And fuck them, fuck their names, fuck their addresses, and fuck you if you think I can't do it. I will fucking destroy you on the altar of fucking freedom. And if you disbar me, I'll fucking do it 1,000 times. I dare you to do it.
Probably
I
not.
dare you to do it.
Probably
Vicky,
not the smartest idea to dare the people investigating him to take his license.
Yeah, but like Vicky, you're
Yes.
you're kind of an old soul, right?
Sure. That's
Do
a
you
much
remember?
politer
Do you
way
know
of putting it.
an actor named Eddie Deason?
You'd have
He-
to refresh my
He was
memory.
like in the Revenge of the Nerds movies, and he was in War Games.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Nick sounds just like him.
he does.
Like he sounds small and weak.
Yes.
Yes.
Like this is not the way like an actual lawyer is going to bluster. This is the way a child at recess yells.
Thomas
You know what it
Royloop-
sounds like? It reminds me of the guy who's like, "You're disrespecting a future U.S. Army officer." Like that kid.
Yeah.
Like he reminds me of these kids from Vine.
So, Thomas Royloop says, the anger in his voice signifies weakness.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this is exactly what you hear from people that are frightened.
Yeah.
This is what weak people sound like.
It is funny. It is really funny. But like, I just love how he's like, I fucking dare you to fucking take my license. And if you do,
And they'll be like, okay.
it'll be hell.
At what point do I get the triple dog dare him and make him stick his tongue to the flagpole?
Oh, no. It is funny because like pretty soon here, he's so drunk, he starts fantasizing about like being a hero to all lawyers. It's great. And we will.
Oh, please don't make me listen to that.
Oh, no,
please.
it's
If we-
hilarious.
That's the best part.
If we've ever been friends, Dean.
Yeah.
What?
You're now my dad. I don't have to be your friend.
Fuck you. I'm
I
so
think you're
fuck
allowing
you.
with
it.
these people.
I'm so fucking
what a
pissed. This is-
Free
What a-
speech doesn't stop when you get a law license.
Okay, but one thing I
No-
do want to point out though is nobody's actually impeding on his speech.
No.
That's the best
No.
part. This has nothing to do with his speech, and they're not saying that he doesn't have the right to say these things. They're saying that he broke the rules, and therefore his privilege of being a lawyer is in question, not his speech or his ability to speak. But
They
anyway,
already said he could say whatever he wanted because they cleared him in the all those multiple.
Yeah, but that
Complaints.
doesn't clear him of sharing that information with his audience.
Right.
yeah,
Like,
but
right now
he has the
That's
right
not
to do
speech.
so.
But here's the thing. What's happening right now is just like Vic Mignogna, he's breaking the rules to make money. That's what's
Yeah.
happening. Like I really wish I had a full-throated, squeaky-voiced, anger-laden diatribe about this like he does, but it's just not that impressive.
So
Like,
he's
it-
basically out in the parking lot signing autographs.
Yeah, and then getting super, super mad when people tell him to leave.
Yes. And this is
First Amendment and the Sixth Amendment right to confront your accusers, or you
His
fully
accusers would be
validate
this.
that
His
lawyers have no
accusers would
First
be this
Amendment or
committee,
Sixth Amendment
Yes.
rights. And
not
if
the
you
people
don't think
writing
that's
into
going
saying
in
he's a
my
dick
brief
bag.
to the Supreme
Yes.
Court,
exactly.
it absolutely is.
Yeah, he's
I
taking
am-
it to the Supreme
We
Court.
don't give up
Emmett.
constitutional rights
It
to
is-
serve the constitutional rights of our clients.
It is 9:44 p.m. where I live,
And I'm
it
not
is-
acting on behalf of a client. I'm just acting on behalf of me.
Oh
Yeah.
God!
You would never
like that's
in
better.
your life impede my First and Sixth Amendment rights in representation of a client. Pro se representation is still representation. Until I'm represented by someone else, I'm pro se.
Is
Fuck
there
you.
some point where his
Try
wife
it.
is like, "Shut up, dude"?
Try it. I'll
No.
be the landmark fucking case
Yeah.
my
that wins.
God.
He's gonna be a
every
hero,
attorney on the
Emmett.
planet. I
Here's
will
the thing. Let me
crowdfund
back
the
up
best law firm.
Yes.
a little bit further. There is a claim to be made that keeping those documents confidential is in itself a violation of the First Amendment, right? Because he should be allowed to say whatever he wants to say at any given time about whoever he wants for whatever reason. But here's the thing. If you go into a Walmart and you buy something and they ask you to see your receipt on the way out, the perfectly legal response is you are cordially invited to go fuck yourself and walk out of the store,
Yeah, of course.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
So you are not required by anybody to show your receipt there.
No.
Meanwhile, at Sam's Club or Costco, they will ask to see your receipt as you leave, and you agree to that when you sign up.
Yes, exactly.
So when you agree to be a lawyer in
Yes.
Minnesota, you
Yep.
agree to play by these rules.
yes, the rules he did not
So,
read.
The
I'm
only
sure.
thing he's trying to conflate here is that this is somehow a violation of his First Amendment,
Yes.
even though it's a private authority that's saying, go fuck yourself.
Yes. No, exactly. He did not read the terms of service, guys.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just
He did not
staggering
read the
around.
terms of
He's
service.
just desperately hoping to find any argument that he can yell about because he doesn't have an argument worth winning.
He does not. He agreed to these rules. And what I also love is that these rules are written by lawyers much more competent.
Yeah, I guess the question is really like, do they represent the government if he's held responsible for breaking the rules of the professional organization? I don't think so.
I don't think so, but also, more importantly, it's not like his right to speech is actually
Importantly,
being...
Dean, fucking pronounce words, for God's
more
sake.
importantly,
He's in
Emmett.
California, Emmett.
Oh, God.
more importantly, his speech isn't being impeded on.
No.
And
No.
they're not saying that he doesn't have the right to say those things. They're saying
Yeah,
that
they're saying, you're a member here and we have these rules and you broke them.
yes, exactly. Exactly. That's
Which is really like, it's not only that Nick Rekieta doesn't understand the law, he doesn't even understand like his own gym. Or, like Nick doesn't understand Costco. Like that's where we are at this point. I wish this were about Nick not understanding the law.
that's
This
always
is-
what it is with Nick.
This is just dumb.
Oh no, it's great. This is great. This is smart. This is good. He should do these things that he's threatening.
On the goddamn continent.
So
So
drunk.
fuck you, Minnesota. I don't even like your
Fuck
shitty
you,
state.
Minnesota.
I don't even like you, shitty state. Fuck
Fuck that
you.
move.
And why doesn't he move?
He already filed all his corporate shit in Texas. He might as well just move down there.
I don't even
my
like this
Anyway,
shitty state.
I bet it was like, I'm going to move all my shit down to Texas so when Vic wins his lawsuit, I can work for Ty. I bet there's already been a conversation.
Well, Ty did offer him a job. They talked
I
about
bet.
that on air. You were here when we watched that, Emmett.
Oh, God.
I haven't talked about this, and I won't talk about the specifics because I do recognize my ethical obligation to not interfere with an ongoing investigation.
Except for this one.
Yes.
The names that I read
Exactly.
in public twice now. The names that I've read in public twice were not ongoing investigations. They were dismissed.
So he did.
complaints.
Oh, he did.
So he did. He admits it.
Disclose their names. He just admitted it.
Yeah,
Okay.
even though he previously said he hadn't, it turns out he did.
Fuck
Twice.
those people for lying.
Fuck
about
those
me.
people, though.
The funniest
Because if
thing is
they
like
lied about
at
any-
some point he's gonna be like, look, when I'm drunk on my camera, I'm playing a character.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
One of you, I would
He's
say
just playing
fuck
a lawyer.
you to them too.
It gets better.
Like, just this is really a masterclass in impotent rage.
And all of us should.
Yes. Yes, it is.
All of us should do that. But I'm not going to interfere with the investigation. I've only read the names ever of dismissed complaints.
That part doesn't actually matter to the rules.
That
And I
yes,
wouldn't
and
do
that's
anything
the
Yeah,
part.
he's
that's,
just admitted that
that's
he
the
broke,
rule you
that he
broke,
violated
sir.
The
the rule.
administration of justice. I'll
Stupid
give you
ass.
some justice.
yes, sir.
Open your
We
mouth and
completely
shave my
agree with
balls.
your
Fuck
appraisal of
you.
the situation in which you were wrong. Like,
It's so dumb.
I can't.
I totally missed that the first time I listened to this. Too.
I really should have become a lawyer.
I'm so
Like,
fucking
what
tired
did
of
I
these
do wrong
people.
with my life?
It's never too late.
I'm so
Emmett.
fucking tired of these organizations cucking
Yeah.
to these people.
Oh my
I will
God.
not.
Why is he so obsessed
I
with
will.
this? Like,
Oh,
I
you know
will
why. You know why. Emmett.
Sacrifice
You know
my law
why.
license.
yes,
on
because
the
he prefers
altar
to be
of the First
humiliated by
Amendment
men. I am
Every
aware that that is his kink.
fucking day. You know why? Because I took a goddamn oath.
So,
I took a
fireball?
goddamn oath to defend the Constitution. I raised my right hand. I put my left hand on a fucking Bible, proverbially, not really.
I mean,
I raised
so
my
did
right
I.
hand in front of the Supreme Court of Minnesota and I said, I promise, I fucking swear, I will defend the Constitution. If my law license needs to go on the altar of the First Amendment, I will sacrifice it like Jacob would put Isaac to the knife.
Why don't you do it right now?
I'll hate every second of it.
He already
Do it
has
fucking
pretty
hard.
much.
I paid a lot of
Do
money.
it right now. Like, if it doesn't matter to
spent a
you,
lot of time
throw it
away
away.
from my wife.
He
right
pretty
now.
much
Kids.
did when he broke the rules. I mean, possibly, depending on how they decide to act. But, I mean, if they do take it away, he pretty much did throw it away, Emmett. For no
yeah, but
reason.
even if they didn't, which I'm saying, like, the best way to deal with a bully is when they threaten you. Like, if you don't do this, then I'm going to do this. Take their power away. Say, do it now.
Well, I mean, that's what he did say that. I dare you. I dare you. Fucking, I fucking
Right,
dare
but
you
what I'm,
take it.
what I'm saying is, why doesn't he just take out his bar card or whatever and set it on fire?
Yeah. Why
Like
doesn't
burning
he?
his bra?
Or, well, like, I'm just saying, if he's so tempted to do this, why doesn't he just do it?
Because he doesn't want to.
Yeah, right. Because there's no money to be made from that.
Yes. But
Can
the
you
best part is,
imagine-
all he had to do to avoid all of this was like stop renewing his license.
Could you imagine how disappointed people have to be? Like, in just like Nick in general. Like, I bet his wife thought that she was getting something completely different. Do you know what I mean?
Kind of mean.
No, his wife knew that she was getting drugs. But anyways,
Time I'll never get back.
I'm just saying, like, I feel so bad for like the people. Like, I don't. Even if your family comes from money, like, it's not easy to get a law degree, and I feel bad for all the people that helped him along the way. Like, every teacher that like might have seen something special in him and gave him like opportunities. Like, I feel so bad for them that like they've put their effort into this absolute waste of a child.
I feel differently, Emmett. I think that they all should be punished for what they've done.
We're just gonna retroactively ban teachers that had him as a student.
Yeah. How fucking dare you waste the good time, like good tax dollars, or good everything on this motherfucker? Fuck you.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Yeah, they may have something to answer for. I hadn't considered that. Well
yeah,
done.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You
I was
think
trying to be
wouldn't give
kind,
that
then
up
you had
for
to be
freedom?
honest.
You think I wouldn't give that up for liberty?
Oh, you wouldn't give anything up for
I'll
liberty.
become the biggest fucking liberty advocate on the planet.
You know
like
what?
I said,
Asshole,
I'll take
get
it
in
to
a
the United
uniform
States
like I
Supreme
did.
Court if I have to.
If I can get my ass in a uniform to serve my country, so the fuck can you?
I didn't know you served this country, Emmett.
I served as a uniformed civilian with the Coast Guard.
Oh, okay.
For 5 years, I was an employee of the Department of Homeland Security. But there's plenty of ways to volunteer and serve your country, and I would very much like it if Nick had the patience to understand that serving a community actually means something, and it's not just yelling in your basement when you're drunk. Like that's not service. That's performance.
Yeah, no, for real. I agree.
Like
He
I'm
could
sure
have
that
gone Jag.
they would take him in the Civil Air Patrol. They would take him in the Coast Guard Auxiliary.
They would take him in a
Do they have
gay
a Coast
bar
Guard in Minnesota?
bathroom from behind.
Do they have a what?
The Coast Guard in Minnesota?
I mean, they have.
Well, I mean, he
lakes.
wants to
I
leave
would presume
anyway,
so.
so what difference does it make, right?
Yeah, I mean, they
Me
have
too.
lakes. They have 1,000 lakes. So I imagine that there's some Coast Guard activity there. But what I'm saying is he could definitely do it. There's nothing stopping him from like actually giving a shit. But he's just a drunk lawyer on YouTube. He doesn't give a shit about people.
Yep. Yes.
He doesn't give a shit about
I
people
will
unless they
gladly-
can serve him.
Yeah, that's true.
Sacrifice my achievement, my petty achievements on the altar of the First Amendment.
Oh my god,
10
dude.
days
The only
out of
thing you're
10. And
willing to
guess
sacrifice
what?
with any regularity is just
I
sobriety.
happen to have made friends with the best First Amendment attorneys on the fucking planet in multiple law firms, and I dare you to find one better. Fuck
Find
you.
one. Find one better what?
First Amendment attorney.
Fuck all of you.
Oh my god, I could name like 5 off the top of my head.
Speech.
I could probably
cuck
name 50.
Bitches.
They're all his friends, Emmett.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Is that
And I will
it?
pay
No.
any amount of money.
Oh.
Not even
Any
close.
amount of money necessary.
Really? How much?
Whatever it takes
8 minutes.
to fight this shit and to win.
God, he's so dumb.
Wait, it gets better. Wait
'Cause
till
I
he
have
starts
made
going off about the
More than
GoFundMe.
enough. More than enough
He'll pay
for my
anything
free
it
speech
takes out of that
endeavors.
GoFundMe.
to fight back against this.
Oh my god,
And if
this is
I'm
gonna
coming
be
for
so
you-
great.
I'm coming hard. Jim Satala, I know I can file a lawsuit.
Oh yeah, dropping fucking loads.
I'm waiting until they come back with the results of their investigation. If the results of their investigation is they're going to move for disciplinary action, then guess what? I'm on the phone with Dershowitz, Randazza, Harmeet Dillon tomorrow. The second they answer me, I'm on the phone with 3 of the best First Amendment lawyers on the fucking planet. And I will absolutely file a 1983 claim and take this right to federal court for state action against my rights under color of law. I will do it 10 times out of 10.
Those
I'll
dudes
get
laugh
all
you
of
off
them.
their phone.
All of them involved.
Once he explains to any of them what's
And I might
actually
hire
happening,
Barnes as my personal attorney while
They will
the other
hang up.
attorneys represent my interests. I'll get everyone involved. And guess what?
Does he know
I
that
bet
they can
they'd
hang
all
up?
take it. You know why? 2
They're allowed to
reasons.
hang up on
One, publicity. And 2, they know the GoFundMe's going to fucking come through.
Yeah.
But he's gonna pay for he's gonna pay whatever it costs because
Out of your money. Out of your money.
I don't know what it sounds like to you guys, but just from very cursory listening to the past like 30 seconds of what he said, is that it sounds like he's interested in filing a strategic lawsuit to prevent public participation.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I was the only one who heard that.
Yeah.
I did.
And I will fucking go straight to federal court on their asses. You want to come
Like-
after me? 1983 claim, bitches. I'll immediately motion for a stay on their disciplinary proceedings until we get the 1983 claim cleared. And then if I
He hasn't learned his lesson. By the way, if this does happen, he hasn't learned his lesson from back during the Vic days, when like him and Ty Beard would discuss like legal strategies live to like the people they're going up against.
Yeah, they didn't work out super well.
No, but he continues to broadcast his legal strategies of possible upcoming cases that he might be involved in. What a fucking idiot.
lose, I will appeal it. And then I will appeal it again to the Supreme Court. And fuck everybody. I'll put this shit to bed for 5 years. I'll grift it every second of the way. Grift, 100%. Because it will be one of the most important cases for attorneys in 2020 plus ever. Because we get to talk online. We should get to talk online. And just because we're attorneys, our First Amendment right never goes away.
No one said it
Never.
did, Nick.
Yeah,
God,
it has
Like I said, I will get the
volume
best
that
attorneys
this
on
guy
the
can
fucking
create.
earth.
Like here's
fucking fight
here's a very important thing to understand about Nick. Right now, this is 1,000% straw manning. None of what he's saying is actually true.
No.
But he has a full-throated argument against the person he has created out of thin fucking air. And this is why, like, Vic got thrown out of court. Because, like, even if you have the best lawyer in the universe, if you don't have the facts on your side, it's fucking meaningless. So, like, his problem is with this disciplinary board or whatever, or whoever's rules he broke. He doesn't like them. What he's trying to get people to believe is that it's somebody who identifies as female that happens to have a penis that's the problem. And he's going to hurt them over and over and over again any way he can with all the money he can, and he'll do so on the altar of the First Amendment. That is actually what he's saying. Like,
Yes.
the thing he's conflating on purpose. So it looks like it's Nick against the freak. But the problem is that the facts don't actually line up with this.
No, it's Nick
But
against his
that
stupid
doesn't matter
actions.
to Nick at all. All that matters to Nick is that he can create that straw man and then, like, yell impotent threats at it like a small child with a stick.
Yes.
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 That's
it's
what's
great.
going on.
It's great.
I feel like YouTube should have me close caption Nick's channel.
So you can
Would you
say
do
what
it,
And
though?
I'll just say what he's actually doing.
Would you do it though, Emmett?
Of course. I mean, they'd have to pay me. I am not cheap. Also, like, they would have
And
to
do you
pay
think
me
I
more because I'd have to watch Nick.
Yeah. How much would you charge, actually? Sorry.
My like, I make about 200K a year, and that's like standard. So, like, I don't know how much more I'd have to take to tolerate listening to Nick. I could probably work out some kind of like side arrangement where, like, hourly I would listen to his stuff, but I wouldn't do that for what I make now. So,
You know, well, maybe I'll come at you with a deal anytime I want a Nick clip, like
translated by a person who's not a complete fucking dolt.
Yeah, we'll call
Yeah,
it Emmett translations of.
Yeah,
of,
this is a service I'm willing to provide.
Yeah, that's
should do
not
it
a
on-
bad idea.
We should do it on TikTok because, like, really, he says a lot. He spends a lot of time talking about very, very little. And the little he talks about is nonsense, and it's easy to break apart.
Oh, yeah, without doubt.
Yeah.
All right.
He's so, like, but the whole experiment is so sad. Like, there are so many ways to, like, make a living and, like, do your thing and, like, follow your dream, right? Like, a lot of people have, like, big dreams and things they want to accomplish with their lives. I just don't understand why he's choosing to do this with his time.
Because he's an idiot.
I bet it feels good, but
private? Do you think I fight in the background? Well, you shouldn't talk about this. I will talk about it every day. I will grift every fucking day, and I will fight every fucking day for the right of every attorney out there. And any faggot attorneys are like, his speech is offensive. I will protect you two, even though you're a bitch.
I'm neither a faggot nor an attorney, and I'm happy to go on to Nick's show and
I will
have him
fight
explain
for
a few
you
things to me.
because I'm fighting for me.
Go fuck yourself.
And I'm fighting for the goddamn Constitution. I will get every attorney that exists involved in this shit. And if you're not on board, then you should be disbarred. Because how are you going to represent your client without your First and Sixth Amendment rights? How are you going to represent your client when your right to speak on social media is disabled?
I have a theory.
Because I know that you're dumb. I've seen all of you attorneys. I know you're fucking stupid. And I know you don't realize what Twitter and YouTube and the power of it yet. And I'm here to help you, even though you hate me. You're so jealous. You're so goddamn fucking jealous that someone can get people to listen to them while you can't. But if you aren't on social media, if you aren't on YouTube, if you're not on Twitter, if you're not on Instagram, if you're not grifting 100% of the time, and if you're not employing those avenues in favor of your client, then you're a fucking bitch who is violating their ethical obligations to their client. You know who's not? Me. Never have, never would.
Yes. That's because you don't have any clients. Let's just be clear.
Like, I need you to think about the volume and tenor of Nick's argument and just reassign it in your brain to someone who is arguing that somebody else did not actually call shotgun according to the rules of shotgun. Like, that is how dumb his arguments are.
Well, it's crazy too, right? I mean, if you're not out there every day on social media grifting for your client and putting your entire case on blast 24 hours a day,
I'm certain that Nick,
for your client on social media, that you're somehow failing them in legal strategy and as an advocate in the courts.
Right? I am certain that a lot of attorneys who've been working for a long time in private practice, who regularly charge $975 an hour, have a lot to learn from Nick Rekieta.
About how to grift on social media.
My clients is front and
like I don't know if there's anybody out there who's like, how do I get my clients more super chats? Like, I'm not. Look, here's the thing. Word perfect is still used in law offices all over the place. He's right about one thing. Lawyers are extraordinarily stupid about technology, and when they get it wrong, they usually get it wrong in a very, very bad way. But they're not going to learn anything by listening to Nick that they don't already know.
Yeah. It's not like Nick is some, like, technology guru.
Yeah.
He is pretty dumb. When it comes
he's a lawyer the same way that Elon Musk is an engineer.
Yes.
Which is to say, not one.
You take that back about Daddy Musk. Actually, Daddy Musk can fuck off. He still hasn't unbanned me from Twitter.
Daddy Musk, like, I think it's... Somebody wrote a really funny tweet where they said, it's amazing because it's like watching the Titanic get sunk by an iceberg, except that everybody on the Titanic is making fun of the iceberg while it's hitting, and the iceberg is demonstrably mad about it. Like,
we're almost done, right?
Yeah, we are almost done.
God, please, I need to
fucking
be done
center on social media.
Fucking center.
I'd be pushing every fucking possible avenue I have to protect them, and if you won't, then you're stupid and you don't understand what decade we're in. You're still in 1990. Fuck off. You're not fit for the modern world, and you're not fit to be an attorney, and you're not fit to represent a client in the modern age.
He's about to cry.
But I am, and I'm going to teach every other attorney how to do it, and I will fucking protect every attorney's right to do it. And guess what? While you're crying like a faggot right now, you'll thank me later.
Yeah, he's
think
like
that-
talking about himself too. That's like the best part.
I
He's like,
fail to understand so much about all of this.
it's great.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
things I know,
Dean
and I'm
watched
aware
it,
that
and
there's a lot of stuff that I don't know, and I'm happy with that. And if there's something I don't know what I'm talking about, I'll say, hey, I have no fucking idea what's going on with that. The problem is I know exactly what he's talking about. He's just fucking stupid.
Dean started watching it, and he goes, "Wait, I'm so confused."
Yeah.
Yeah, I was too at first.
Like
I
so
had to read
little-
it. I read the transcript and instead of watching it, it made it a little bit easier.
I like. I hope the transcript has like a lot of bold condensed because that's really loud language.
It is great.
Me when I'm
Yeah.
done.
You can take me when
And
I'm
then
done.
you'll probably call me and ask me for a consult, and I'm going to charge you so much goddamn money.
This is great. Like he's living like a drunken fantasy in his head right now. He's like, and then you'll want me. You'll call me for a consultation, and I'm
You'll call
gonna
me
charge
and
you.
you'll call me for a consultation, and then you're gonna have to take me to Denny's, and you're gonna have to get me anything I want, and I'm gonna say, oh, it's a fucking mozzarella sticks, and then you're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate when I order mozzarella sticks. You're gonna fucking hate it. You're gonna
I'm
hate
gonna
it to your
keep
very
getting
fucking
refills
core.
on that,
It's
and
gonna
a
make you burn.
milkshake.
It's gonna make you burn. You're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate every single second of it. But you're gonna buy me my fucking mozzarella sticks. This
And
is
it's
the
not
exact
free.
Same content
They
that
don't.
he's
They
saying.
don't refill those mozzarella sticks for free, and you're gonna keep paying for them.
You're gonna buy every mozzarella stick I eat from now until the end of time, and you're gonna be happy to do so.
Yeah, just gonna
That-
burn you
like,
up,
that
but
is
you're gonna
how-
do it with a smile. Yeah, because I saved the day.
Yeah, this is really really sad.
No, yeah, it's great. It's great.
You're going to buy me Lamborghinis,
Yeah.
and you're going to do so willingly. And I'll
What's-
make
what's
you
the-
apologize like the beta bitch that you are.
This is great.
God,
I'll fight for your rights even though you hate me. Fuck you.
have
Fuck
you
these
even driven
people.
a Lamborghini?
These people are so
No. They're
far
horrible
behind the
people.
times. They're so far fucking behind the times.
Give me a Lotus. I don't want to drive a Lamborghini.
The First Amendment lawsuit will drop the second I find out that they are going to try. They're going to try
from
and
from
bring
where?
a
The Mystery
disciplinary
Machine?
action against me.
Yes.
I will bring a First Amendment lawsuit on the chilling of my First and Sixth Amendment rights.
you're
There's
definitely
probably a
need to be
bunch of other
chilled.
grounds to bring it in. I'm too drunk to figure out what those are right now. Doesn't matter.
It kind of matters.
I will.
I don't think Sixth Amendment applies here
Absolutely.
either.
If you
No,
want
it
to bring
doesn't.
if you want to bring a disciplinary action against me, I'll sue you first.
I'll see.
I abide by the rules of professional conduct to a fucking T because I've worked really fucking hard to get where I am. But some fucking troon worshiper on Twitter doesn't get to dictate my career path. I get to dictate it. And if I dictate it by going down in flames, going to the Supreme Court in favor of freedom, and the Supreme Court disagrees, well then fuck me.
He's already trying to break the
That's
bad
the way it
news
goes.
of the law.
I
And
wouldn't
then
fuck him
all-
even with Vicky's
All
dick.
of the internet can know that
Keep
lawyers
my
have
dick
no First
far
Amendment
away from
rights ever
Rekieta.
again. All of the internet can know that lawyers
All of the internet
can't
can
speak
know.
on behalf of themselves and more importantly on behalf of their clients ever again.
Does he
And
think
that
he's like some
social
kind of
media and
like
big tech and Karen
cyberspace
armies
Moses?
Yes.
win over the Constitution? At least I'll put it on paper. I'll put it in a decision, and I'll let the fucking Supreme Court justices put their names to that 10 times
He's
out
either
of 10.
He's either
But if
like
you think I
lying,
won't fight
like
this all the
obviously
way,
lying for money,
of
or he's
course I
actually
will.
this sad.
Yeah, he's
Both?
actually just
I'm
said.
a free speech absolutist, and that means
you're not.
fucking loot.
No, it doesn't. Have me on your show, Nick.
I've just never had to fight before.
Yeah, of course.
They haven't even seen me fight yet.
Nope.
Okay. Have me on your show, Nick. Free speech absolutist. I'm sure it'll go
I
super
got
well
a
for
whole
you.
lot of fight left in these slender fucking shoulders.
Oh God. See, that was fun. That was
I'll
fun,
be honest with you,
Emmett.
I have not laughed that hard all week.
Right.
You're welcome, Emmett.
And enjoy this transition, guys. Debunked.
I didn't get to watch the transition.
You did not.
What transition?
It's a
OBS transition.
OBS
Look,
thing.
if it has anything to do with your internet connection, I can't watch it. Like,
Yeah, I know.
what are you? Are you in like the? Are you like at the basement
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah. No,
Do you
it's
it's what?
I don't know.
Deeply sad.
Oh, it's the Ribbit coin transition.
No, it was
No.
actually the
And it
debunked.
says debunked.
It says debunked.
Yes, I was debunked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand why I don't have cool red circles around a picture of me.
Well, actually,
That's
it
drawn.
goes around when Vicky talks. I should probably stop.
Well,
that.
I see it going around you when you talk.
No, you don't.
I do.
Stop lying.
I swear to God, I'm not lying.
So, Emmett, guess what we have next?
Oh, for fuck's sake! I hope it's a wine course.
It's Vic Mignogna
Comicsgate.
Files.
We talked about it already, Dean.
Oh, did you guys?
Yeah, while you were fucking around with
Oh, okay. Yeah, guys. So Vic Mignogna filed appeals. Whatever. All right.
We
So
had to-
now,
we had to talk
don't-
about something while you were gone.
now we have. What is it, guys? You want to keep talking over me on my
Yes.
stream?
Yes.
Yes,
You'll
during-
all thank me. I'll be a hero, and you'll buy me fucking Lamborghinis.
you know what? I'll be honest with you. I would buy you mozzarella sticks.
You're gonna be buying me a lot of
Like-
mozzarella sticks, bud.
If for one reason or another you and I ended up at the same Denny's, I'd be like, "Hey, Dean, you want some mozzarella sticks or whatever sort of falafel your dusky skinned people eat?"
Was that
I love falafel.
was that a mild bit of racism?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. All right. So now we have.
Of course, it was.
Now we have EVS stream, and Shane Davis kind of just bodies Well Read, and
Hard.
Well Read's stupid debunking of facts that we presented, and Shane Davis, who is also an idiot,
Debunked well
least-
read.
at least understood that we were right. So let's watch that, guys. And,
Okay,
and
guys,
you get no
You can
context,
leave,
damn it.
I do have to bounce out. I'm really sorry. I would love to stay with you guys forever if I could, but I can't.
All right.
Yo, leave me again, Dad.
Say hello to the missus.
I will. Your mother
Mom?
is very proud of you, Dean.
Mom? All right, goodbye.
Don't worry, Nasha and I have picked out a new brother for you that doesn't suck. It's a cat from outside. Bye.
Good
I
night.
always wanted a little brother. All right. All right. Fuck you, Dad, piece of shit. I didn't ask to be born. Okay.
Are you shadow banned? Did they take you down too?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And by the way, we end tomorrow. Tomorrow is the close on this campaign before it goes into man.
Yeah, that sucks, man. We gotta defeat this. We gotta defeat. Listen, it seems like everyone has their foot on our necks. It seems like it sometimes. We gotta
Working on it.
Are we working on it?
Yeah. We've reached out to the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. They're talking to us and they want to know what's going on. And if they look into it, it'll be the first time the CBDLF has ever helped a conservative creator. TheFire.org, Foundation for Individual Rights in Education. They're usually concerned with speech codes on campus and the banning of conservative speakers, but they've taken an interest in our case.
Like that.
Watch those S's, bro.
They got to figure out who to contact and how to contact over there.
Yeah, who to contact, that's a real good one. Who do you contact?
Yeah, who and how.
Well, there's the other side. There's only one thing these people fear, and that's bad publicity, and we're about to raise a big stink.
So has anybody figured out why the shadow ban?
Nope.
I I was looking through the terms of services today, and I think I might know what happened, but it's very it's more technical than sinister if that's what happened. I know if I did it, I don't know if every campaign did it, but
It doesn't make any sense though, Shane. I read your post, and unless what they're talking about is cross promoting, i.e., what I'm going to do a something on Kickstarter as well, that I can understand.
But that's never hurt Billy before.
On your other campaigns to say, to put a message out on Two-Fisted Manly Tales that, hey, the next book is coming out. That doesn't make any sense because all that does is generate more income for them. It gets them back.
It doesn't matter whether it makes sense or not. It's just it's written into the terms of service, and those terms of services. Because I remember reading them like a year ago, and then I skimmed it like a month ago, looking if anything changed in content, and I didn't read that part. But they basically have a clause in there now where they don't want like one previous campaign soliciting another campaign. Technically, I broke, according to what's written in the terms of service, I maybe broke the terms of service.
So you can't use the first campaign or a campaign that's in the past to promote a current campaign or one that's coming up.
So you're saying if we put, potentially, what you're saying is that if we put, like for Wraith of God, in an update for Wraith of God, I advertised or promoted Wraith of God Blood Hunters, that automatically gets Blood Hunters shadow banned.
I think it triggers an alert is what I think happens, and I don't know that. I saw it in the terms of service this morning. If that's what's happened, I mean that's something basically either we should be exempt from because of the nature of our business, or we just really need to be cautious of it.
Or there's a third option. They should just reach out and warn us so that we know not to do that the next time.
Right. To my knowledge, we never. I mean, I was just browsing the terms of service a month ago. I never got an update like, "Hey, here's our new terms of service." No, I never had an alert. So
every tech company knows nobody reads that shit because it's a mile long. When you get an update for your computer system, do you read that agreement before you click no?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I skim it at least. But
if you're relying on it for your business, you probably should be, idiot.
Right? If you're relying on Indiegogo to, for your livelihood, basically, well, mostly, right? Wouldn't you read their terms of service? Honest to God, it's between the terms of service and the community guidelines, it's about 10,000 words, right? It should only take 15 minutes tops. I mean, tops.
Yeah.
And that's remedial speed, right? Yep. And it's not that complicated. It's not that hard to understand, but it's your money, man. Like, you quit mainstream comics. You come to Comicsgate because Ethan convinces you it's the thing to do. You're going to crowdfund, you're going to make all this money, and then you don't read the contract you're signing?
Yeah, well, what I love is that the guy's basically like, well, like, but it's not like they tell us about those rules, and it's like, yeah, well, I mean, they kind of do.
Well, they said
they kind of do when you agree to those terms of service, like, you stupid asshole.
And then when the terms of service change, they send you an email letting you know that it's going to change. I deleted the one that I got last year, about around September or October or something like that, telling me that they were going to be changing their terms of service in December. But I found one from 2019, way back in the, bowels of my email. Yeah. So it's not like they send those things out, and you're responsible to read it. It's not their job to make sure that you tick all of the boxes on the, community service guidelines and initial them. They just want you to fucking read it.
Or don't read it and, just fucking live with the consequences.
Right. Or don't.
It's fucking. It is really funny. It's really, really funny.
It
But
is
also
really-
Shane Davis acting like he read the TOS. Like he just happened to be reading it.
He just happened to be rereading it for no real reason, just for shits and giggles
After
to
we,
make sure he
kind of.
didn't violate it in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I know, right?
But what's really, really funny is how he just completely bodies homeless Ian well-read. And homeless Ian's stupid fucking debunking.
Well, the problem too, you've got all those guys, all the gray hairs, Graham Nolan, Aaron Lepresti, Mike Barron, even Art to Bear. They're all getting all excited at the thought of Indiegogo getting sued. Fire is coming, and so is the comic book legal defense fund, right? They're going to go after Indiegogo for us. Rah, rah, rah. And, what are they going to do if it's a violation of terms of service?
Yeah. And this is kind of a theme we have going on here with Rekeita not knowing the rules of, being a lawyer in Minnesota.
Graham Nolan not reading the TOS.
Read the rules and make sure you understand them before agreeing to them.
Now, some other stuff did happen over the course of the last few days, at least last couple. So, Frog G closed, right? And it was supposed to go into demand. And apparently it got closed. It's not still in demand. People can still go and collect their money, me personally, I'm gonna err on the side of user error before I can sit there and say it's some sort of conspiracy against Comicsgate. It's possible that there was a setting somewhere, because it's not just checking the box when you start up the Indiegogo. You have to have something else set to. It has to be set to shipped when the campaign ends for it to go into demand. There's all sorts of, unless that itself has changed. That used to be the way it was. So I'm going to err on user error until I actually see something definitive that's going to show me that it was Indiegogo. Now there's Camel Moon as well. I don't know what his boots and something or other. I think that's Camel Moon. I don't know. I barely even look at his campaign. He decided to get all tricky, and he had originally set up his Indiegogo for 60 days, and he contacted Indiegogo and he's like, "Hey man, I want to make this a 30-day campaign." And they're like, "Yeah, sure. No problem." Right? Because what he wanted to do was he wanted to get that fake closeout bump. Right? Is it not time for Comicsgate to give up on the whole, my campaign's closing, here's a closeout, 30 minutes, 30 days in when you're going to be going for another 30 days? It's not a closeout, for one. But it also doesn't make any difference insofar as the numbers anymore. And so Indiegogo went ahead and they made it a 30-day campaign. He claims that they said to contact them and then they extend it to 60, which doesn't make any sense because he should just be able to do it from his back end, extend the campaign just like everybody else, right? You wait, there's a countdown, and you got like 5 minutes left, 4 minutes left. If you're John Malin, you do it 3 minutes too late, like he did with the variant cover of remember that?
Yep.
Of Graveyard Shift 3. And hopefully you manage to extend your campaign in time. Well, I guess because nobody at Indiegogo got back to him. He didn't, the campaign wasn't extended. But I love the irony that he was trying to get this extra bump in the middle that no longer exists. I don't know if you guys are aware, but in the early days of Comicsgate, what would happen, and they still do it, right? They do the 30 days. Then someone, probably Ethan, figured out if you can extend it another 30 days and you get this nice little bump right in the middle. Because the way the distribution works with crowdfunding is you tend to get like your first third in the first 48 hours. You get the next third at the end in the last 24 to 48 hours. And then usually you get another third in the first 90 days of demand. After 90 days, demand doesn't get you a whole lot. It's a really slow trickle. The campaigns you see making a lot of money in demand are usually in demand for well over a fucking year, right? Or around a year. But you'd get this little bump in the middle. And this great little wave during the early days, because people would extend the campaign. People thought it was going to end. It's going to end. It's going to end. It's going to end. Let's rush in and we'll back it. Nowadays they offer new shit. There's a new secret perk after 30 days or something ridiculous, or they launch a new variant cover. It's just all stupid. But the irony of him trying to get a bump that no longer exists and fucking up his campaign so it's only 30 days is kind of glorious.
It is.
Though it is still in demand, so people can still back it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's all just really, really dumb.
It is all really stupid.
You've all stupid.
You've got them, do we need to quit Indiegogo? Should we stop Indiegogo? Should we continue Indiegogo? Should we do this? Should we do that? Which leads us actually into our next clip video there.
Yeah. It turns out this new CG brain trust is just figuring out how business works. So
well, the thing is these guys have been around in the business for a long time, and one of them has actually been in publishing independent comics for 30 years.
Yeah.
So he knows.
Yeah, Vicky, just let us watch, okay? Stop.
I didn't want to be that mean to Billy Tucci.
Are you shadow banned? Did they take you down
Wrong
too?
one.
It's
that was
What
the
do you guys
real
think?
brain.
Have you guys explored Kickstarter? Have you thought about it?
I'm starting to think about it with the problems we've had with Indiegogo. It's almost a no-brainer at this point of like you said, not putting all of our eggs in one basket. And you had been bringing up distribution through retail stores, which doesn't make a lot of sense up front because of the amount of money that we lose doing it. Yes. But if you do it as an after the fact, after the campaign, either as a reprint or you've got 500 or 600 copies laying around, then it makes more sense. Dan's shaking his head; he does not agree.
No, you can't. None of this copies laying around. You do a plate change and you make a retailer exclusive.
That's what we're doing. If I can just go through, we've Diamond came up to us at San Diego Comic-Con, and they want to have a meeting. They want She back in comic shops, which. So we sat down with them and we launched first is the Omnibus, right? I mean, that's last year's book or early this year's book. And we offered 400 of them, right? Now, you have to think with Diamond, you're going to get 40% of the cover price. But we offered 400, limited to 400, and son of a bitch, wouldn't you know, we sold 400. Diamond bought 400 of them.
Advocate, do you think anybody could do that? I mean, She has got a reputation in comic shops and in the mainstream. As far as distribution, so do you think anybody could plug into that, or do you think?
Yes.
And also, you said they asked you as retailers to do this, so that's a little different than us knocking down.
Yeah, but Diamond's. So I spoke to Steve Jeppy, spoke to Josh, spoke to a couple of people over there, and the thing is, I was telling them about us. And now that Marvel and DC are no longer with them, they want to go. They have no choice. They're going to go all in on.
So if you have relationships with retailers like Comic Cult TV or Joe Field in the Bay Area, or any of these other retailers that you can talk to personally and kind of get a hub going, but we also have sort of a word of mouth campaign where we talk to our chat is here, and they're very powerful, and they have their own reach, and they can be at shows and say to the retailers, why don't you have such and such? What? And enough people say that, the stuff will get out to a point where the demand will be.
It's the same product that they've already backed, though. I just
no. I'm not
enthusiastic
Art. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, you saying I don't know how enthusiastic it will be. Your fans are enthusiastic about you, and they may have bought your thing. I'm imploring them. I'm imploring you guys watching right now, even though you've backed our books. You want us to succeed and continue to make great books for you. Tell your retailer to take a look at these and consider them. I'm not.
So
saying
I see it, like I said, like worst case scenario is like it's a great advertising, especially if the book is already kind of paid for, right? You know, you already have your Indiegogos,
yes, so
your crowdfund, your that type of thing. Then,
however, let me be devil's advocate to your devil's advocate, Art, in that the problem is when you go and reprint, specifically for the comic shops, now you're incurring a whole nother print run cost, and now it's dependent on, am I going to sell enough of these books through the direct market to pay for the printing cost of the book?
And I do feel on some level that the old paradigm let us all down. They let us down bad.
Yeah,
and,
I would agree with that.
And so I'm trying to think beyond retail. But for me, I think, I really like doing what we're doing. Making product, finding an audience, having them back us, print.
Anyway. Yeah.
Wow, Vicky. Good job with the music. Anyways, let's continue to watch.
Draw the book, write the book, print the book, and get it out to people. I really
maybe I'm just old-fashioned about offset being superior, which it is, but is it really going to make...
Okay, that's a little too
That's
loud.
what happens when I don't listen to it before I upload it. But anyway, so what they continue to talk about is printing the books, getting them out, basically loading that cost onto their backers, just like, what you expect, because that's what the Indiegogo is all about, right?
Yes.
But the best part is right at the end of the clip. I'm so pissed that I fucked up the music. Is Billy Tucci starts talking about how they can get books out quick. They can just start doing 24-page floppies, and they can just get them out every couple months, right? Just get them out. And the look on Dan Fraga's face, because his book is 2 years late.
That is kind of funny.
Right? Was just amazing. I did get the feeling that Fraga's really enthused about the idea of moving into Diamond and getting his books into stores, because he desperately needs another revenue stream, right? Because it's been a long time since he crowdfunded that book. And he could probably, and I was also thinking, this is just speculation on my part, but it makes sense as to why he would expand the book, right? Not just because, it's a thank you to my backers so you can wait even longer while I work on my expanded comic book, but also because then he could break it into 3. So he is, he'd basically have three floppies he could put out through Diamond distribution. Not that he would have the money to print them, because there's no way there's any, all that money's left. But he was talking about Black Flag 2. He still hasn't finished 1, but he was talking about 2. But I found it really, I got this total sense of deja vu, would be a good way to put it. as they're sitting there talking about other ways of getting their books out there, because it was almost the exact same conversation that was happening in 2018. Only at that time, distribution was like, no comic book stores. We're only going to do Indiegogo. And now that they're seeing that, they can easily fuck up being on Indiegogo, they're like, oh man, now we have to look at other places. From Bancroft's stream, they're talking about going to Kickstarter and going to this crowdfunding platform and the other crowdfunding platform, and these platforms that have no audience really. But we should be everywhere. And it's like, duh.
Yeah, of course.
I've been saying that, I've been saying that for the last couple of years. You should be doing everything you possibly can. You should be building mailing lists. You should be out on Facebook. You should be buying ads with the proper SEO. You should be doing all sorts of shit that they haven't been doing. They just sit there and they rely on their YouTubes and their Indiegogo.
Yeah.
And obviously, if Indiegogo can blacklist creators, then, even Indiegogo is not safe.
Yeah. No,
it's actually
kind
of funny. Yeah.
It is.
I mean, as far as I can tell, and as far as I'm concerned, I think Indiegogo is only blacklisting creators because they messed up in some way, shape, or
broke
form.
The TOS.
With the TOS.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I could be wrong, but you're going to have to show me some real proof.
Yeah, not this debunking by well read.
Not some debunking, not some, well, that excuse just, it must be some sort of conspiracy just cause. Yeah. Just because Indiegogo doesn't contact you and tell you, or you contact Indiegogo and you're crying because you're not indexed. One, the guys at customer service aren't going to help you. It goes to trust and safety. Trust and safety is like, yeah, so, you should know what your problem is. You contact any company and you ask what happened, they just go, you violated TOS. YouTube, you violated TOS. Right?
Yeah.
Indiegogo, you violated TOS. They don't have to tell you how you did it. You should be able to figure that shit the fuck out yourself.
Yeah.
And Indiegogo's terms of service doesn't say that they have to promote you. Right? So you don't have to be indexed. You don't have to be promotable. And they don't have to give you a reason why you're not.
You really shouldn't be relying on them regardless.
You shouldn't be.
You can use their platform without relying on them.
Right?
You rely on yourself and your talent and your ability to push your book. You shouldn't be dependent on other people, because when you are, or a business, because when you are, this is what happens.
Have your own freaking website.
Even if no, you can use crowdfunding platforms, but it's stupid to depend.
No, I'm not saying to run or not use Indiegogo and have your own website and store. I'm saying you can have your own website, right? And that website can be used to direct straight to Indiegogo if you want to.
Oh yeah.
But your website's going to contain all the SEO you need to be high in a search on Google.
Yeah.
To have your stuff picked up, right? All these keywords you can use on your website that you won't necessarily be able to use on your Indiegogo. You can do that. And it's not that hard.
Unless you're Comicsgate.
And it's really not, it used to be getting a domain, running a website used to be so freaking cost prohibitive. It used to be really fucking expensive. And it's so cheap now.
Yeah.
There's no reason why the name of your IP, if not your own name, shouldn't be a .com or a .net or a something or other. You know, there's no good reason for it anymore.
No, yeah, pretty much. But guys,
a blast from the past.
A blast from the past. Let's do it. Let's see what this is about, guys.
Yeah.
And it's the perfect transition
for
cyber fraud.
Ribbit coins.
Ribbit coins. So recently, Ethan.
Yeah, we meant to talk about this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago we meant to talk about this, but we didn't. So we're talking about it now. Ethan recently was selling his cyberfrog coins, his Ribbit coins, on his eBay, and so let's just look. We got you know the I don't know. Is this the iconic one? Would you say this one's iconic? It's not iconic.
It is.
None of them are iconic. They're stupid.
None of them are really iconic.
And then there's the this one, this one as well. Here's the whole set.
Those are the gold ones.
But guys, guess what the description said? It said, appear to be silver-plated U.S. Mint $50 with high-tech printing of cyberfrog images over them.
They appear to be silver-plated. Like, we haven't been through this shit already.
Guys, well, Vicky, he's not wrong. It appears that way.
It looks like it is, right? Yeah.
But it's not. This is actually really fucking skeevy of Ethan.
Super skeevy.
This is kind of... What an asshole.
Right? Read the description on the gold one, though.
Yeah.
That's the set. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What does this one say?
You're gonna have to read it
guys. Do. All right, so this one says 6 coins in all. All right, you will receive a super rare set of cyberfrog Ribbit coins. 6 coins in all. Beautiful velvet jewelry box. Appear to be gold U.S. Mint $50 with high-tech printing of cyberfrog images over them.
Does it actually say appear to be gold or appear to be gold-plated?
Appear to be gold U.S. Mint $50 with high-tech printing of cyberfrog images over them. 24 gold-plated. 24K gold-plated.
Why wouldn't he just say that they're 24K? Why wouldn't he just say gold-plated instead of appear to be gold coins? I mean, I get it. They appear to be gold coins, but they are gold-plated. Like, wouldn't that be...
Well, he does say 24 karat gold-plated.
Later. Yeah, but first they appear to be gold coins.
I don't think, Vicky, that's not nearly as bad.
As egregious as appear to be silver.
Yeah, appear to be... It's appear to be silver-plated U.S. Mint $50.
Yeah.
What an asshole.
Like I told you, it's just the past all over again.
Like, if you didn't know about the Ribbit coin situation and the fraudulent claim that they were
99% silver,
and you bought this recently, you would be pissed. And you would have every right to be. Because Ethan's a fucking asshole for this one. Like, this goes beyond just, like, bitching about, like, whatever Ethan's doing. This is fucked up. Because he knows. And then he uses this fucking smarmy fucking wording. Fuck you, you fraudulent F-slur Ethan. You fucking asshole. This is fucked up.
Yeah.
And you should feel ashamed of yourself, you fat, giant, disgusting looking asshole.
You should feel really ashamed for yourself for that one. And I don't think I've ever said that before. But this is definitely, you know.
This is as disgusting as your appearance, Ethan. Well, not there's really not much that's that disgusting, but this actually is. You fraudulent frog fucker. And I think that's going to be it for this one.
I think that's it for the night.
You're a piece of shit, dude, for this.
You're a piece of shit.
Because, like, you know. This was, like, the whole thing about the debate with Vicky. You fucking know. And you use this smarmy fucking wording. Like, there's absolutely no excuse for doing this. No. And I know there's going to be people that defend this, but this is fucked up. This is actually fucked up. Fuck you, Ethan.